Good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, Victoria's Hockey Company, and the Junior Hockey Discussion Group on Facebook. And you are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. Today is Monday, March 20th, 2023. It is cold today in Orlando, 50 degrees this morning. I know it's not cold by the standards of you folks in Minnesota, Wisconsin, even California these days, it seems like. But today, here, kind of cold for this late in March. Today, we're talking about the North American Hockey League Central Division. Our second week of doing these. Each division will get their own day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then we'll do this through the playoffs. First round, anyway, the playoffs. We may go back to 2 days for the second round. We'll figure that out later on. But as for now, here we are. The Austin Bruins look like they need some coffee as they cruise towards the end of the season. Meanwhile, North Iowa has closed the gap between the division leaders and themselves to 13 points after winning 5 straight games. The division's other 5 teams appear to be in a dogfight while contending for the last 3 playoff spots, with only North Iowa and St. Cloud showing winning records in the last 10 games. Let's start with the top. Austin Bruins, 32, 13, 3, 5, 72 points. Okay. There's virtually no chance St. Cloud and North Iowa are going to catch Austin. That's probably why they've been on cruise control for the last month. Austin salvaged a split with Saturday's 5-2 home win over a Bismarck team that looked hungrier than the Bruins in Friday's shootout win. Austin plays the next 3 games against St. Cloud before closing the season with 4 matchups with Minot. All right, I get it. Steve Howard's group, they look at the standings. Maybe it's hard to get up for some of these games. Maybe they know they're already in it. They've already clinched the playoff opportunity. They probably are all but a shoe-in to win the division, unless they go on a long losing streak and St. Cloud or North Iowa will get really hot. This is Austin's title to keep. But there's got to be a way to raise that intensity. You don't want to go into the playoffs flat, because whoever is in 4th place will jump up and bite them square in the butt. You guys have got to raise the intensity before going to the playoffs, or you'll be a victim, much like a lot of those guys who are victims this week that were top seeds in the NCAA basketball tournament. All of a sudden, they're gone. That could happen to Austin unless they can turn the heat up. Number 2, North Iowa Bulls, 28-21, 2-1, 59 points. Todd Sandin's Bulls are the hottest team in the division with 8 wins in the last 10 games. They won the 4th and 5th straight games in the weekend's home sweep of Aberdeen, and that was unexpected, wasn't it? Minot visits this weekend before North Iowa closes the regular season with 6 straight games against Bismarck. That can be a setup. This past weekend sweep of Aberdeen was a little bit surprising. Having to play 6 games against Bismarck feels like a playoff series. It'll be very important for Bismarck as they try to get themselves back into playoff position. North Iowa maybe looking like they're sitting pretty right now. Well, that can change if Bismarck comes in there and wins 4 out of 6. We have a whole new ball game, don't we? Number 3, St. Cloud Norsemen, 26-23-4, 59 points, tied with North Iowa. I think St. Cloud does have 1 extra game played. Corey Millen and the Norsemen bounced back from a disappointing result at Minot Friday with a big 3-1 win on Saturday. Now tied with North Iowa at number 2, the Norsemen find themselves in a bit of a jam. The next 3 games are all against division-leading Austin, before closing the season with 4 straight games with Aberdeen. Like North Iowa, St. Cloud can't afford any hiccups at this point. Nothing's going to be easy about the next 3 games against Austin. Let's see what happens here. Number 4, Aberdeen Wings, 25-22, 3-2. 55 points. The Wings are 4 points behind St. Cloud and North Iowa, but they're sitting in that 4th spot, and they're 3 points ahead of Minot. Scott Langer's Wings are the coldest team in the division, with just 3 wins in the last 10 games after being swept at North Iowa. The hold on 4th place is at 3 points, only because Minot and Bismarck have not done much better. The Wings cannot afford to repeat that result when they visit a very hungry Bobcats team in Bismarck this weekend. Man, Aberdeen, don't fall into the trap. This is not the time to get cold. Now's the time to start getting hot. I don't understand how this is happening to a Scott Langer team. Maybe Scott didn't pick all the groceries here, but don't let that be the factor. You have one of the best coaches in the league running that bench, and there's got to be a way to put a spark under those Wings. Number 5, Minot Montoros, 25-25, 1-1, 52 points, and again, 3 points behind Aberdeen. Cody Campbell's Montoros have wins in just 4 of the last 10 games after the weekend home split with St. Cloud. Minot is at North Iowa this week and Aberdeen after that. Closing the season with back-to-back altercations with division-leading Austin could produce some issues. Yeah, Minot has not done that well against Austin this season. That'll be a challenge. North Iowa, that'll be issue as well. So Minot, you have the puck in your zone. You're going to have to do a lot of winning here to close out the season if you want to get back into playoff contention. Then we have number 6, Bismarck Bobcats. They've been here before, haven't they? Remember last year when they were out of it and then all of a sudden they're in it? 22-24, 4-2, 50 points. Lane Sadevi and the Bobcats have a chance after the weekend split at Austin. 6 of the last 8 games are all at home, with the last 6 of those matchups being against North Iowa. The Wings visit this weekend to get the party started. Do not overlook Bismarck. Do not overlook Minot. Any one of these bottom teams, really, from Minot, St. Cloud, North Iowa, anything can happen here to land in those 2nd, 3rd, and 4th playoff positions. Austin may be looking pretty today, and they have a pretty good lock on that top seed, but 2, 3, and 4, anything can happen. This is the Central Division. Nothing is set in stone until it's set in stone, and right now, the rest of the teams in that division are in a dogfight for those 3 playoff spots. Who wants it? Who's hungrier? St. Cloud, North Iowa are winning games. The rest of the guys are not. If they want to get back into the hunt of this, they better jump on the win column real quick, or it's going to be end of season and time to break out the golf clubs. What do you think, Tommy? All right. No comments. Tommy's not even signed in to find out. That's all right. I can answer your comments later. But as for now, we hope that you enjoy your coffee and have a great day at home.